Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builders Supply. In this video is to bring you a closer look at the Zero number 452A aluminum door bottom with solid neoprene. That's what the item looks like when the neoprene has been slid into the housing. And that's roughly what it's going to look like when it's attached to your door. A large piece of neoprene that's here. And the 452 is representative of this profile. Now the A means that this item is in mill aluminum finish, the aluminum housing, or I should say the aluminum extrusion, that is. And that's the only finish that they actually manufacture this extrusion in. They don't have it in a dark bronze. And there's an image down below this video showing the important dimensional properties of the item. And let's go over that now. So you can see that you have 1 7/16 worth of aluminum width, and then you should have about 1.25 inches of total height from the top of the unit down to the bottom of the neoprene, and I've got that pulled back there. It's a bit of a chore to slide that in, but ultimately not that difficult. Okay, about 1.25 inches. Where would you use such an item? Well, I have a client I'm sending these to who the door supplier increased the undercut by an additional 3/4 inch. So now there's a huge gap underneath the door. And the client was agreeable to such a solution where they're going to put these underneath the door and simply close them off. And in this application, for this client in this residential installation, it may have been an unheated door to a sunroom that didn't get a lot of use in the first place. So the client really didn't have a problem with that door being so severely undercut, and was agreeable to this. So the door supplier was able to salvage the original doors, and the client, from what I can gather, is still pleased with the door supplier. But you're going to use this in an installation where you've got a huge gap for whatever reason. Now, you may be able to use this in other installations that would also be atypical, maybe like an astragal. If you've got a really large gap between two doors and you want to close that off, or you are installing this on a windowsill and you are literally going to seal your window sash on top of this. There's a million different ways how you might use such a piece like this, but anywhere where you need to seal off a large gap, this very likely is going to be suitable for your installation. Now this is solid neoprene, meaning it's closed cell neoprene, which means it's going to be quite effective when it comes to not permitting water to come through. Closed cell is not going to absorb any water whatsoever because of the nature of what it is. It's still durable, synthetic rubber. It's going to be somewhat abrasion resistant, but being synthetic rubber, it will still, if you're dragging this across concrete all the time, that's going to fatigue eventually, and you might want a different installation than a piece of neoprene, like maybe an automatic door bottom. Now this is listed in the site in lots of different lengths. This happens to be a 28-inch piece for this client. If you have need for a custom length, by all means, let us know by ordering the next longest piece or pieces, and simply indicate in the comment field the net length that you'd like for us to cut the material back to. The reasoning is, well, it'll save you the trouble of cutting the aluminum, but if you had to take a piece like this and cut it down, say, by 4 inches, you'd eliminate that slotted hole that's there. Then the next one's all the way over here. That slotted hole is going to be very helpful to tailor this to the bottom of the installation, or if you're using it as an astragal or some sort of an unusual installation, where I've also sold this to people who wanted to, child starts college, they're bringing a small window air conditioning unit, the father knows he's going to install this into a certain condition, buys this, places it down, and then sets that AC unit right down on top of it. I'm not saying you should do this or could do this because I don't have all the facts, but I know that it's been used in unusual applications. I have also used a quite similar product on the top of, back to where we would use this, on the top of my pickup truck, the two long sides and then the back, screwed that down, and then laid my truck cap right on top of it to seal all of that. in a very good fashion, and making it long-term and something that I can lift the truck cap off of and have this weather stripping in place rather than something that would be self-adhesive. Okay, so back to the custom lengths. If you have need for a custom length, by all means let us know by simply ordering the next longest piece or pieces and indicate in the comment field the net length you'd like for us to ship the material out at. And we'll be happy to do that. Speaking of those holes, screws are included. They're tech screws, or self-drilling screws. I can't say that they're always going to be included because I don't recall having seen self-drilling screws in the past. But these are. If not, they'll be self-tapping screws, certainly. Finally, there's a link below this video. Tantamount. There's a link below this video to the product brochure that will allow you to review the 452 along with other door bottoms from Zero. This will certainly be something you will consider against the 72A and the 52A. There are variations on this theme with different dimensional properties. And then other door bottoms made of silicone, polypropylene, brush. They probably have some pile in here. They do, some pile as well. And then, of course, neoprene as well. Finally, there's a link below this video to the manufacturer's page where you can pull up not only all of the Zero products that we sell, but a link to the manufacturer's website, as well as a link to the full product catalog. I'm quite partial to Zero in the sense that I like their product offering. They have a lot of unique solutions to problems that other manufacturers of weather stripping don't present. Being owned by Allegion currently, their technical support, at least Allegion's technical support, has always proven to be exceptional, and would consider that you review the Zero product line for unique solutions. Currently and historically, the lead times have not been among the quicker or the quickest at all of the available weather stripping manufacturers, but their quality really, the quality of the product really compensates for a slow lead time, in my opinion. Any questions on the 452A or any other Zero product, please feel free to reach out to us. And thank you.